Hello everyone! I'm very excited to talk about this module's film because it is one of my favorites. Today I'll be analyzing a long take and a sequence of short takes from the 2007 film There Will Be Blood, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. To start off, the short take scene I chose was the negotiation at the Sunday family house, once Daniel Plainview discreetly confirms there is in fact oil on the premises. This scene presents a conversation between the businessman with his son and the patriarchs of the family, Abel and Eli Sunday. Something I'd like to note that is essential to any scene about Daniel conversing with another character is that he is a self-taught, sweet talker, as many of the best businessmen are. Except most people aren't able to fall under the facade he holds for himself. Once Eli Sunday can tell the man isn't being honest to him and his father, he calls his bluff and Daniel grows defensive. This is backed up by the editing and arrangement of shots. First, a J-cut to transition from the last scene to a master shot of the table at dinner. We sit in this for a while before a medium close-up displays the three, Daniel, HW, and Eli. The camera gets closer with the rise of irritability. This is where we get a beat in dialogue before switching to the Daniel reaction.
What would you give us for it?
I don't know.
Something you don't know.
That's right.
We get reaction shots from Daniel to Eli, Eli to Daniel, and HW to Eli. The first two done in close-up, with HW's reaction shot done in medium close-up. I believe this is done this way because not only is he a child and it maintains a level of innocence to him, but he's also paying attention to the conversation and picking up the slight conflict without being directly involved, literally and figuratively in the middle of it. While this is happening, we get an over-the-shoulder on Abel Sunday, setting up his near irrelevancy in the discussion. These reaction shots are also done in shot reverse shot between Eli and Daniel, then another shot reverse shot from Eli to Abel when you can actually see Abel's face once he makes the final decision. The editing sets a dramatic yet comedic tone while the characters fight for authority, as well as the composition hinting that the timid presenting Eli Sunday has more say in the family's decisions than his father does. Holding on to reaction shots for so long speaks volumes as to what these characters are thinking but don't say out loud. The rivalry begins here. The average shot length of the scene was 12.6 seconds, with 4.44 cuts permitted. Next, for the long take scene, I chose Eli's first sermon at the Church of the Third Revelation. It begins with the tracking shot. The camera moves with Daniel as he enters the church. Eli delivers his sermon in full shot, or in a medium shot the closer he gets to the camera, and a follow shot as Eli moves through the church. I believe this can also be labeled as a monologue performed as a oneer. The average shot length of the scene was 151 seconds with 0 cuts per minute, as this appears to be done in one take. I think it's essential to the overall take to discuss the shot after the cut, a reaction shot from Daniel telling us he knows this is just as ridiculous as we do. The framing of this being in a close-up seems to highlight this feeling. Similar to a static long take locked on the performance of Paul Dano delivering the sermon, the camera does move backward to follow him the brief moment he is outside. Both takes are noticeably still, perhaps recorded with a Steadicam for the sermon specifically. Overall, the film prioritizes long takes to enhance the storyline's drama. Composition and take lengths work hand in hand for this film to deliver its tense atmosphere. There Will Be Blood is in all tension though, as reaction shots alongside performance can communicate both comedy and dread, depending on the scene or dialogue. There's very much a feeling of, wow, these people are so crazy, and it's shot to appear both hilarious and frightening. The take length and type of shot add dimension to a film, layering storytelling so it's more than just the written plot and spoken dialogue. It's baked into the world building. Thanks for watching.